Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today video is about coconut vegetable rice with shrimps. Yeah, so if you want to see how I make this delicious rice, keep watching. Okay, so the ingredients I'm going to be using bell pepper. That is the vegetable I'm using. So I'm using green, yellow and red bell pepper, and I have of this fresh pepper. I have onion, a little one garlic and a little ginger. Here is the shrimps, not cube. I'm going to be using 2 coconuts, fresh coconut to do this. I'm going to be making the milk myself. So if you can't go through the process, go ahead and buy already made coconut milk. So I have some salt in here. I have vegetable oil and rice. So you can go ahead and add more vegetable that you want to use. You can even substitute you can use meat instead of shrimps if you don't want the shrimps. You can use chicken or beef or anything you want. So these are the ingredients I'm going to be using for the recipe. Now let's get to the cooking. So the first thing I'm going to blend the onion, everything together. But I'm not going to be blending them very smooth. I would just want to break them, which I'm going to be showing you the consistency that I want from them. You can go ahead to blend the scotch bonnet pepper, but I'm not going to be blending them because it's very hot. I love to just slice them into and throw them inside. When I notice that the food they have gotten the taste of the pepper, I'm going to take them off the food. But if you like spicy food, you can just blend everything together. Okay, now I'm going to blend everything together. I'm done blending them. Now I'm not going to be washing them because I'm going to be using this same food processor to blend the coconut, the fresh coconut. So I'm going to remove everything from the food processor and I'm going to add them into this sieve just to get rid of the excess water. So now I'm going to set this aside and go ahead to break the coconut that I'm using, which is these 2 coconuts here. So here I'm done taking off the coconut off the chip. Now I've already cleaned the coconut and I also added a little water into that bowl. So I'm going to slice them just in a little bit tiny for them to be able to blend well. You can use cotton bud to do this, guys. Okay, so I'm done slicing the coconut. The reason I'm slicing the coconut this way is to help them to blend fast. So I'm using food processor, but if you don't have food processor, go ahead and use your normal blender. Okay, the coconut is already washed as well. So I'm going to be adding water into the mixer, into my food processor to help me blend the coconut. So here we go. I'm done blending them. You can go ahead to blend them to smooth or to cream, depends how you want it to be blended. The important thing is that you extract the cream out of it. So I'm going to be using warm water to wash this, but you can go ahead to use cold water if that is what you want. Okay, but I have warm water that I'm going to be using to start washing it. So I'm going to go ahead now to use the sieve to get the milk out. I'm going to reuse the same milk to wash it for the second time. Just wash it the way you want, okay? So after extracting the milk from the coconut, I'm going to season the shrimps with coconut milk. I'm doing this because I want that shrimps to absorb as much as coconut taste, okay? So I added a little bit salt and black pepper. Then I'm going to set that aside right now and move over to the rice. So here I'm parboiling the rice with hot water. Yes, so go ahead and parboil your rice. If you're using basmati rice, any rice, just use any rice of your choice, okay? So I'm done with the rice. Now moving over to the vegetable. You can use coconut oil if you have, okay? So I added that vegetable oil into my saucepan over the heat. Now I'm going to cook that vegetable, my blended vegetable, in there, like pepper, onion, green pepper, and the rest. Just check the description for all the vegetable I used. So I'm going to cook that for 10 minutes. I just throw in my pepper, like my hot chili pepper, in there. Then after 10 minutes, I'm going to add the shrimps. As you can see, I'm adding just the shrimps, not with the coconut milk. So after adding the shrimps, I'm going to go ahead now to season that sauce with my nut cube and a little bit more salt. Just add to your taste, guys. I also added rosemary and thyme into it just to add extra flavor into the food. Like I said, you can use as much as spices that you want, seasoning that you want. So after 10 minutes of cooking the shrimps, I'm taking them off the heat, like off the sauce. Now I'm going to add my parboiled rice into the vegetable. Then I will stir everything together. So after stirring the rice together with the vegetable, I'm going to go in with the coconut milk. I added the one I used for shrimp first, then I'm going to add more into it. Just add the one that will cook the rice for you, okay? If you want to add more, it's your choice. So after adding the coconut milk, go ahead and stir everything together. For me, I love to put the heat down, like to the lowest heat. Then I will put the lid on and allow them to cook. So here I'm testing if the salt, everything is balanced, is well balanced. So right now I just have to let them cook over the heat. So here is after a couple of minutes, I came to check and to see how they are cooking. As you can see, the water is almost dry. So here comes the foil pepper. But before adding the foil pepper and off the heat, I'm going to add the shrimps into the rice after stirring them. So go ahead and add the shrimps back into the pot, into the rice. And now I'm going to put the foil pepper in there and allow it to still stay over the heat. But before then, I'm going to be adding just a little bit of that coconut, the shredded coconut I made, the fresh one. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit into the rice, okay? Then now I'll put the foil pepper there and pull the heat down to the lowest until the water is well dry. Then I'm going to off everything. So as you can see, the rice is dry. There is no more water into the rice. So I've off the heat. I'm just giving everything a good stir together. Then allow it to get a little bit cold before diving it in. This coconut rice is so delicious. The taste is amazing, guys. It's amazing. So I hope you give them a try. If you enjoy watching this video, please subscribe, share, and let me know what you think about it. Thank you all for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next one. God bless you. Bye.